side to side here? Or?
Yeah. Hi guys, it's Chessa with Checker, and I'm here with the one and only Steve Butler from Clover, and he's going to give you a taste of the new stuff for market that we haven't even had time to tell you about yet. So Steve, I'm going to let you run with it.
Welcome everybody. It's really a thrill to have you here with us today. It's neat that we can do this and reach out to people who actually couldn't come to market this day. But we've got some really neat new products I'd like to show you. I'd like to start off here because we see a lot of, especially the youngsters, love making these bracelets. They call them friendship bracelets, and they design them themselves so they can pick up designs off of YouTube. But the problem they have is actually making a device that holds the thread at a certain length and in certain forms so they can tie the knots and add the beads, whatever they want to do. And so that's what this does. It makes a nice little rack so you can have precision placement of all your knots and everything, so you end up with a neat bracelet. And the really neat thing for kids is it's a quick process, so they don't get tired of it and quit. You can actually finish the project. Another of our products, it's been out for a little while, but it's extremely useful, is our Wonder Fuse. Now it's just a double-sided fusible, but the characteristic that this has, it's better than the others that you might find in some places. It's extremely thin, so it doesn't add any bulk to your applique. And you can do layered applique, it doesn't build up, and over time, it doesn't stiffen up as some would actually do. It actually holds your fabric very well so it doesn't fray on the ends. So if you're just doing a wall hanging, all you have to do is cut it out and fuse it and you're good to go. If it's something to be laundered or worn, yeah, you go ahead and do some stitching around it just to hold it in place. Probably most of you are aware of a lot of our pressing products. We have the roll and press, which is just a great little roller. If you don't want to use a hot iron, it's got a roller on it that's got beveled edges on it, so it doesn't leave any creases, so we can actually roll our seams open on it. We have this is for finger pressing. As you can also use as a fabric turner. And then we have, as you've probably seen in the past, we have our hot hammer and the hot ruler. And these are made of a nylon fiber board. And we just lay that on our fabric, and you can fold your fabric over it and iron it. It gets warm, but unlike the metal versions of this, it doesn't get hot, so you can pick it up and move it immediately. We've had so many folks love these and come up with new uses for it. We developed two new sizes, and this one is an absolute square, which is perfect for doing your Dresden patterns, and then we have a larger one, straight one, for doing the long seams. For those of you who really like to get into tatting, instead of using all the little picot gauges, we have this new picot comb, and this allows us to actually do different size picots all at once, so you can actually do them round, or you can even do them square, however you want to do that. So that's just really a handy thing. Down here are some of our new products. This is our new Wonder Pin. What the Wonder Pin does is it actually leverages the benefits of a safety pin and a straight pin. So with one hand, you can actually do your basting. You stick it in, pull it back up, and just roll your wrist, and it locks in place. And then this to reverse, and that removes it for you. A lot of times we want to do applique or some kind of stitching in a place where we can't get a hoop to actually hold our fabric nice and smooth. And so now we have this stitch dome. Stitch dome is just a metallic dome about that big in diameter, about 3 inches in diameter. And what you do is you can slide that down in a sleeve or a pocket or part of a purse, and then a rubber band holds that in place, and then you can do your stitching and your fabric is held nice and smooth for you. And then we have what's called a quick cutter, and this is just if you're doing chain piecing. It's just a neat little tool. It doesn't take up a lot of space on your workstation, and you can throw it in a bag to take it with you to classes, or if you're going on vacation and you're going to do a little chain piecing somewhere. It has a rotary blade in it. As the blade gets dull, you just click it over once or twice, and that'll cut your thread. Once you've used that blade up, you just turn it to the left, it comes apart, put a new blade in, and you're ready to go again. People have been fans of our thimbles for years and years, so we have a new limited edition. It's just a very luxurious black leather with gold lettering. It just really looks pretty cool. But it works just great for, we have a coin in one size, the coin thimble, and the regular natural fit thimbles in 3 different sizes, small, medium, and large. If you're into applique, we have our new applique design mat. This thing is just the perfect size to lay on your work center. Put all your applique pieces, you can iron on it, you can do all your designing and stuff on that. One of our other newest things, if you're into punch needle embroidery, this comes with a special hoop that really locks your fabric in place without stretching your fabric, so it holds it perfectly. You're going to any warp or weft going on you. And then we have the punch needle device that you actually can put your thread in, or your fabric in, or your yarn in, so you can make your designs. And probably the last thing I want to show you real quick today is one of our premier new products is our fabric tube maker for your jelly roll type products. What this does, in addition to what other folks or other tube makers do, is this actually does both folds for you. So instead of just doing the first fold and then you have to do the second one by hand with pins and clips, this does both of them. So you actually put your fabric into here. You can see that makes your first fold. This clip holds that in place. Then you put your second clip on, and that does your second fold, which folds that in half. This clip holds that in place, and then you end up with this. So the end result is you can present this at your needle plate, start to sew, and then you just pull it back, sew, pull it back, and sew. And it just goes so fast. In addition to being fast, it's absolutely perfect. So what you ended up doing when you're making your projects is your rings will fit perfectly, and it'll be the concentric sizes for you. So that's just some of our new stuff. It just all hopefully just helps you be creative and just do whatever you want to reach your creative intent. So I'm Steve Butler. It's been a pleasure meeting with you today. Thank you.